Hey everybody, Janelle Cameron here from Janelle Cameron Real Estate. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about some considerations that you should think about when you're buying your first home. We've got the kind of market conditions right now where you might be thinking it's time now to jump into the market. So I want to help you out with that a little bit. Here are some things I want you to consider when you're thinking about buying your first property here in the GTA. Number one, you have to know how much you can afford. This is very important. Before you give any consideration to location or what you want, go speak with a bank or a mortgage broker and start to get a good idea of what you can afford and what your budget is and what your down payment needs to be. Once you've got that sorted out, you can start to narrow your process a little further. It doesn't cost anything, by the way, right? Go into a bank or call a mortgage broker. If you need some recommendations, I'm happy to help. That's your first place to start. Next, you want to consider, am I a house or am I a condo person? A lot of people don't want to pay maintenance fees, so they avoid a condo. But I want you to remember, not all condos are made the same. Sometimes maintenance fees cover everything, your heat, your hydro, sometimes even your cable. So it doesn't make sense for you necessarily to say, I don't want a condo, I don't want to pay fees. You know, let's be honest with ourselves. Can you maintain property? If you can cut the grass and shovel the snow, sure, a house is good for you, but it doesn't always work for everybody. So you really have to be realistic about that. Some of that could depend too on what you can afford, because condos tend to be a little less expensive. Moving on here. The third thing you really have to think about is, what do I really need? Sometimes I'll get inquiries from a new buyer who says, I'm interested in buying a house. I need 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, parking for 3 cars, and I have $600,000. Obviously, we have to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. So make a list of your absolute musts. If you're in the GTA and you're like most of us and you have a reasonable budget, you probably can't get everything on your wish list, so it makes sense to start thinking about what the most important things are and go from there. Parking, for example, for a lot of people that would be non-negotiable. Now you can really sort of start shopping. And before you do that, think about location. You want to remember a whole bunch of different things. Don't just get wowed in what you like right now, but is that going to work for you 5 years from now? A lot of people think they want to be downtown when they have a newborn baby, but is that where they want their children to go to school? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but these are considerations that I want you to think about so that you automatically don't just go with a place that means or makes sense to you right this moment. It may change down the road. So think about location, keep an eye on the markets, right, where things are headed, where the trends are within the GTA. There's certainly some neighborhoods that are better than others, and some that trend upward and some that don't, depending on market conditions. Keep in mind. Then you have to consider your closing costs. So I want you to think about all the different things, right? So you've got your budget, and you know that when the property closes, you've got to consider things like legal fees. You might have to do home inspection. You've got title insurance. There's a whole bunch of different things that may come into play. So talk to your real estate lawyer when you're deciding on a purchase to make sure that you have those closing costs and you understand what those are in advance. The final thing I want to say is that when you're shopping for a new property, use a realtor. It makes no sense for you not to do that. It doesn't cost you anything. That person will protect your best interests. They will find properties that match and work for you based on what you're telling them. And most importantly, they will negotiate a good deal and help keep you out of trouble. Don't bother going to open houses on your own. I mean, it's okay once in a while, but when you really get serious, use a realtor, let them work for you. That's what we're here for. So I hope this information was helpful, and of course, as always, you can reach out to me anytime through my website or any other social media. Okay, have a wonderful day.